The Boston Celtics are rolling. They're 15-5, but the bench is among the bottom of the NBA in scoring. So what needs to change? I'm Sierra Goodwill, here with Josue Pavone. Obviously, one of the big storylines of this bench is Grant Williams. He's 0 for 22 from behind the three-point line, but the Celtics obviously respect his game and how intellectual he is on the basketball court. He got the starting nod when Marcus Smart was out against the Heat, but in terms of scoring and production, the bench is severely lacking.
Yeah, it's hurting a bit, Sierra. But I think right now, what you have to look at the bright side is what they're doing on the defensive end. Brad Wanamaker, Ojeleye. These guys are getting big minutes for a reason. Of course, yeah, Marcus Smart is out. That's a easy excuse for someone to say, well, that's why Brad Wanamaker's playing. But Brad Wanamaker's been playing very good basketball even before Marcus Smart went down. All season long, he had that streak going of scoring in double digits. Of course, what he provides defensively is what makes him so important. Guys like him, Shemi, and Grant, I think, defensively, for them to be the three anchors of that defense, of that second unit, makes all the difference. And I think the offense is going to come. That's sort of been Brad Stevens' MO when it comes to coaching and his approach and how he directs his guys. The defense leads the offense, and this team has been a big example of that. We've seen that all season long, and I think the offense is going to come. Of course, you look at the stats from what the second unit is giving you right now. You also have to remember the fact that Marcus Smart isn't in that second unit. He's been playing a lot of his minutes in the starting lineup when he's available. Of course, Gordon Hayward, of course, changes things when he comes back. But I just think when it comes to the offense, I'm not too concerned. We've seen him mix things up with the starters, of course, and we still have someone like Carsen Edwards who the Celtics aren't going to go out and give up on in December. I think it's a conversation that we're probably going to pick up back up in January or closer to the trade deadline. Maybe you see the Celtics go out and try to, pick somebody up, whether it's through, the waiver wire, or maybe they make a trade for someone that can just come out in the second bench, a secondary player. But right now, I think you stick with what you got. I think you see how this thing unfolds, and I think you rely on their defense and hope that that's able to carry them over into, 2020.
You mentioned Carsen Edwards, and this is someone who Brad Stevens says he is such a spark off the bench where when he gets hot, he can provide instant points. He's someone you can plug in when the Celtics need to make a comeback, and he can provide instant offense, but we just haven't seen it yet. So you said you think that the Celtics should stick with what they have rather than look elsewhere right now. Well, someone else who hasn't gotten a lot of minutes so far is Vincent Poirier. Do you think that this is someone that is just going to really be a minimal kind of backup asset? Or do you think that he does have the capabilities to expand into a significant bench player?
I think he has the capabilities, but it's just really hard for this team right now. The way the defense is and the fast break offense and the way they're able to trigger, that offense, it's tough for him to keep up. He's gonna take him some time to really pick that up. So I think he's just really on a backup standard right now, backup basis right now. But, you mentioned someone like Carsen Edwards, a couple of really good steals from Carsen Edwards I've seen the last couple of games, really triggering that fast break. When everyone's running the floor the way they are, the way they did Wednesday night against the Miami Heat, I just think that makes all the difference, the momentum swing. That's what really triggered that huge run at the end of the first half. And Enes Kanter, Enes Kanter gives you those offensive rebounds. He's a big rebounder for this team. That means a lot for these guys. Second chance opportunities. I'm not ready to give up on this offense quite yet. The secondary offense, of course, we know what the Stars can do. We know they have three players that can combine for almost 80 points on a night-to-night basis. So, there's not much of a concern there in the starting five. But I'm not ready to give up on these guys. Shemi Ojeleye, 3-and-D. I feel like I've been saying this like the last 2 years now.
He's been playing great.
If he can become a solid 3-and-D guy, that is such a valuable piece to have, especially down the road, whether we're talking postseason or whether we're talking, ranking and becoming one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. And then you have other guys, putting that effort in on the defense. That's the reason they get on the floor. That's the reason why they're able to get those extra minutes. It's all about the effort on the defensive end.
This Garden Report is brought to you by CBS Sports HQ, the brand new streaming sports news network. No logins or signups required. Just download the CBS Sports app and watch CBS Sports HQ today. For all the rest of our Celtics content, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.